I think we're here. I think it's Thursday, and I think I'm drawing bumblebees. There we are. Turn my volume off. Get the link out. Get the other link out. Wish there was an easy way to do this, but there's not. Today is April 17th, and our prompt is something about beauty. Hopeful beauty blooms. Hopeful beauty blooms. I have no idea what to draw today. I think it's flowers. Pretty sure it's flowers. Just working on paper, background paper for journal play day for the month of June. And I can't let go of this pen because it's the only one I have right now that works. Look how cute their wings are. I'm doing bumblebees, ladybugs. Well, these aren't really bumblebees. They're butter bumbles or bumbleflies. Bumbleflies. Let's call them bumbleflies. I like that. Bumbleflies. It's cute, right? Not sure what to do with the background yet. If I should fill it in or just leave it. I'm thinking polka dots. I think polka dots. Anyway, it's cute, right? And I'm doing ladybugs, what I say? I'm doing bumblebees, ladybugs. I think I might do a sky paper with just sky. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be cute. That's for June, journal play day of June. And we're not doing any shameless plugs today because we got to get on the road. I want to take this with me just in case I want to use it. So here's where we are. Oh, I need those leaves. Can't forget the little leaves. We did this yesterday, this super cute little die cutty thing that I got from Donna. Then we did this. Well, that was the day before. This was yesterday, and I gotta say, I know there's some things that everybody likes and everybody doesn't like, and everybody has their thing, but this is my favorite thing I've drawn all month. I just love it. So we are to the back of this card. We have to erase this part that says Hopeful Beauty Blooms. And I think let's just paint a little wreath of flowers or a ring of flowers. I wish I had a good oval, which I do not. But I don't know. It's raining where you are. It's not raining here, although it is kind of overcast. Good morning, Sandy and Arlene and Ida and Penny and Kay, Jennifer, dragonflies, maybe dragonflies, and Shari, Kathy, Tina, Donna, Peggy, Sue, Valerie, Pamela, Kathy. Did I say hi to everybody? Lisa, Marilyn, Dieta, Brenda, Susan, Valerie, Johanna. There's so many people here. Cindy. Cindy says, I'm still in Los Osos. Daughter is doing well after her kidney transplant. That's the best news ever. The best news ever, Susie. Maybe we'll do an Easter egg kind of oval. No, I want to do it more oval. I can't draw ovals. Can anybody draw ovals? I mean, they're not easy. This definitely looks like an egg, I think, but once we put the flowers in, it won't. Here's what I think I want to do. I don't really know yet. Let's think for a sec. If I draw this in with a pen, then I don't have any room for flowers. But if I don't draw it in with a pen, I think let's draw the flowers first. Over in this corner, maybe it should be a little bigger. Down there. Is that more ovally? Still looks like an Easter egg. But I don't see a problem there, really, because it is Easter week. It's not horrible. I don't know. It's okay. So let's go over here, and we're just going to draw some flowers. How's everybody doing today while I draw some flowers? Everybody good? Is everybody ready for Easter? Are you doing anything big this Easter? Nothing big this Easter like us? We got to find a place to have food in Southern California because I think if we don't, we're going to be in trouble on Easter Sunday, my husband and I, unless we're driving home, which might be the way to go. Drive home on Easter Sunday. Because we thought about Disneyland, but I don't know. That does not sound like a fun idea for a guy that's got heart trouble. I could get him a wheelchair. This isn't exactly what I wanted after I started drawing it, but it's okay. It'll all turn out all right in the end. But I kind of wished I had done it the other way, that I was going to draw the outer first and then do the flowers, but it's all okay. Kind of really into right now painting the watercolor portion first and then doing my outlines. I could do flowers all the way around though, but I don't know about that. Anyhow, I think that's where I'm going to leave my flowers at. And then do my circular. You ready? Everybody ready? Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. Wait, there it is. Can you see it better now? Oh no, Denise says, no, I slammed myself onto the ground last night while watering. The drama, this drama stuff needs to end. Yeah, it does. Okay, well, that's very Easter egg shape looking. And I want to continue these to make it kind of a, I don't know what you call those wreaths, out of like cherry wood or something. Willow wood. They're just kind of a big mess of lines. Then you have to kind of come in here and fix it. Oops, well, I really messed that area up. I'm not sure about this at all. Like I said, my ovals are not so good usually. I'll fill in that space right there. So anybody here in Los Angeles who didn't know that we're having a journal meetup day this coming Saturday? Because if you don't know, we would love to have you come hang with us. It's me and my friend Ann Scott, Ann Kobieri Scott, and we're meeting up at a park in Newport Beach called Bunny Hinge. Well, no, the park is called Civic Center Park, but there's a ring of bunnies that looks like Stonehenge at the park, and that's where we're meeting up. So we would love to have you come hang with us, bring a lunch or something. Donna says we're having Easter brunch with his brother and family who came into town for Easter. Well, that's nice. My family's really not doing anything this year, and I'm having a very hard time with Easter this year in general. And I just don't want to be with anybody. And that's not a good thing because of Atticus. I should not be that way. But my daughter in law's mom passed away recently, and she personified Easter for me for the last 5 years. How long have we had Atticus? Almost 5 years. We would go to her house and she would have everything just decorated so cute. And we would dye Easter eggs on Easter. And then this is the hard part for me. She would bring like 25 sheets of paper, and I would bring like 25 sheets of paper, and we would take all the extra Easter dye and we would dye it for our collage pages, for background papers, because she was collagey, not like me, because I'm not as collagey as I am. I wish I had put some flowers up here. I'm not as collagey as she was, but yeah, I just don't think I can get myself to go over there this year. So that's why we're kind of hanging out. Dieta says a little secret. I make myself an Easter basket. I'm getting a bunch of good stuff. Atta girl. All right, so I want to color this background. I got, think, what color goes with everything that I have here? Yellow or orange? Maybe orange. Maybe these yellows. Anyway, so that's why it doesn't matter if we make it home in time for Easter, because I'm just not feeling it this year. You know how that is sometimes? Man, that's yellow. See what this one is. Lemony. Not a big yellow backgroundy kind of girl, but it sounded fun for this. I always do blue for backgrounds, so I thought yellow could be fun. Anyhow, so yeah, we were talking about maybe going to Disneyland, but I think that's just going to be a mob scene on Easter, don't you think? They probably have Easter egg hunts and stuff for kids and who knows what all. When our kids were little, we used to go to the Disneyland Hotel for an Easter brunch that cost $1 billion. And my mom and dad did not understand because they were from the Depression, children of the Depression. And they did not understand how or why we would all spend. Uh-oh, I just got yellow in the center. Hang on, see if I can get that off of there. Pretty much. They did not understand how or why we would spend the money to take the kids, little kids, to an Easter egg brunch. And now that my kids are older and they really don't remember any of it, I wonder why we did it also. But my mom and dad would go with us, and I think we grown-ups had a better time than the kids did. It was just a really fun, beautiful, as Disney can only do put together thing. Maybe they still have that and I could take my husband. That is very bright. Valerie says, no, I was there and it wasn't busy at all. Huh, that's a possibility then. That's something black. That's very bright. I don't have my water here and I'm choking. So let's see. Tomorrow we have Arise, Rebirth, and Renew. That's kind of cool. Maybe a sunrise for that one. Okay, well, at least I won't smear it anymore now that it's drying. Joel says, my kids are doing their own thing, so we'll probably just do something on their own. Yeah, my husband can't have ham anymore. I mean, I guess we could make a turkey or something, but we'll be out of town, so not going to have that happen. So he doesn't want to go over there he can't have quiche. I mean, there's just so little he can have. Well, I'm not happy with that at all. What can I do? Let's smear it in there. Get it a little orangier up at the top. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Maybe because it wasn't dry yet or something. That was horrible. Yeah, we're going to go a little orangier here, I think. Tone down the yellow and bring in some orange because I did not like those polka dots. Oh, I know what I could do for my polka dots. I can use a pen and not a watercolor. Let's try this again. Much better. Those orange dots were not looking good. Let's get some pens out here. I just got to make sure this is all dry. That was the problem. It wasn't all dry, and I thought it was. Okay. Looking good. All right, I got a dark yellow or bright yellow. Oh, let's try this yellow. Is this a yellow? Oh, no, I kind of like it. Because I'm not going to be able to change these. Well, they are watercolor, so I guess I could move them around with water. But that kind of toned down that crazy bright yellowy orange a little bit. I like that. I like it. Hey, Mikey, she likes it. So I got nothing done this week at all. Nothing. And now we're leaving. So I'm going to try to do some work in the car. Have you ever worked in the car? I have. But with a shaky hand, I'm not sure that I can draw it in the car, but I'm going to give it the old college try. We'll see what happens. Denise says, I remember I had so much fun making you an Easter basket with all kinds of goodies inside last year. You did. One of you guys asked me to make an Easter basket that we made many years ago out of a little square piece of paper. And I totally forgot until just now. So I apologize that we didn't get to that. Whoever asked me about it. What should we use this one? Oh, go for a hike on Easter. Well, I'll tell you what I really want to do. Okay, I love this now. What I really want to do is I want to go to Joshua Tree National Monument, and I hope that that works out. Or Palm Springs, one of those areas, or Death Valley. I want to go to a deserty area. I can't even tell you why, but I do. I want to be where there's no people right now. I'm not very people-y right now, I guess. And because we're going to have our journal get together at the park, and I know a lot of ladies are going to come there. Who's coming? Anybody from this group who's here this morning coming to Newport Beach to the um oh, look at what's happening to the backside of this. I just thought about that. Anyway, is anybody here coming to that? Our journal meetup with Ann Scott and myself? I'm really excited about it, actually. It'll be fun to meet some people. And I'm going to be in the Santa Clarita area. And then I got to drive down to Newport Beach. So if anybody wants to go with me, I can, if you're on the way from Santa Clarita to Newport Beach, I guess I could pick you up and we could go together. Oh, no, I couldn't because I'm not going back that way. Right. Nope. Sorry. Take it back. No Uber with Lindsay. Tammy says, your polka dots just reminded me after you used those dot pens the other day, I bought a whole set. I love those. You got every color? I think I have those in a dark brown. Let's see if I do. We'll use them on this background. But it is good to know for me that the pens work on top of yellow because I'm going to be putting my ladybugs that I'm drawing for the month of June on top of a yellow background. Not this dark of a yellow, more of a lemon yellow. That's pretty. Let's see what color I have in dot pens. Don't I have a brown? I do not, apparently. Not in there. I know I bought a brown. Well, we'll try a sparkle pen. Oh my gosh, you got 36 colors? Oh man, that's a lot of pens. What's Brent gonna do while we're at the park? I think he's coming with me. And he's going to sit and read a book. Certainly not gonna hang with us ladies. That's pretty. Good background. I got to do the wording on the inside of this laurel leaf wreath thing, grapevine wreath thing. It's not a laurel leaf wreath, but I could put some leaves on it. That'd be fun. Rebecca says, so pretty, it reminds me of Mary E. I don't want to be Mary E. I want to be Lindsay A. Lindsay Ann Ostrom. Did I tell you an interesting thing about my dad? I don't think I did. When I was filing all the paperwork last week, I found his birth certificate, and then I found his papers for when he had his name changed legally. My dad had his name changed legally. So if you think only criminals have their names changed, I'll tell you that's not true. Because I did. I thought only criminals changed their names. Not true. Here, let's find a brown. Anyway, my dad had his name changed legally because on his birth certificate, his name was Jake Maury Waltman, and he did not want that as a name. So he changed his name from Jake to Jack. Look at that. Wet brush, watercolor pen. Maybe too wet of a brush. Anyway, so yeah, he paid $30 to have his name changed back in the day. Isn't that funny? That's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's okay. I need it a little darker. So these Karen pens are water-based, so you can use them as a watercolor. Pretty, but not exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, look, I can go over it a second time. That's a little bit darker. Well, I'm going to leave it because I'm going to try this. Maybe, maybe not. These are my woodies. Oh, that's a gold. I don't want the gold. These are those woody pens. Let's try this. Or woody pencils. And they're kind of like a crayon. When we were cleaning out my daughter-in-law's mom's craft room, she had a whole set of these. And Curtis grabbed them for Atticus. And I'm like, aren't they water-based? They are water-based, so they're blending nicely. So you still have kind of a grainy look, which is more of what I wanted. But they blend with watercolor. I mean, with water. That's more of what I was hoping for. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, so let's go back to some pens. And we'll color in these flowers. And then we'll get to the inside, because the inside has got to have our quote, which is, I can't even remember, something about beauty. Something, I don't know. I cannot recall. And I could blend these all together with water if I wanted to, but I don't think I do. Yeah. If we were headed down the other direction to Los Angeles, I would make my husband stop at the store where I got these so I can buy a million more colors because I just don't have enough. I need more. For my little self. Listen to that sound. Scruffy. They're fun. Here's a really light blush color. So pretty. Greens, where are my greens? Yeah, I need more, way more colors than these. I don't know where Carmen is today. Not here. I know that. Let's see if we can blend these around. What happens when we add water to them? Oh man, that's cool. It's the little things that make me so happy. Let's see if we put several colors inside. That's not dark enough. Change. Try this one. And then water. That's super cool. Super cool. Then you get a little kind of blended. Carol says, more. What do you need more of? Can you please show me what a fit pen is? No, these are a Karen marker, brush marker. by Karen, Karin. Not a fit pen. I don't know what a fit pen is. We're going to try some dark and some light. And we're going to use our brush and we're going to pull them together. Oh man, I do love how they blend. A lot. What's the crayon I used for the wreath? These are called Woodies. They are Stabilo, all Stabilo, and they are also water soluble, so you can take directly off of these to paint with, right? Very fun. Let's see. I need that light pink again for these buds right here. And then I could put all of these pens back and go back to watercolors if I wanted to, because why not? It's fun to play with different things, isn't it? So for these, I'm just going to use watercolor. But then I think we're going to use them again on our wreath. Watercolor works best with water. I didn't have enough on my brush. That's a color I don't have in a pen, and it's my favorite color. Anyway, it's really pretty now. Let's take just a little more of this yellow and fill in right there. It was bugging me. All right, let's see what we can mess up now. So these are brush pens, and theoretically, if you push down, you'll get little blooms. I am getting what I wanted. Very juicy brush marker pens to create some leaves here. I'm putting the point side in to get nice rounded leaves. If you wanted pointy leaves, you could put the point side out. You put the point side in, you put the point side out. You put the point side in and you shake it all about. You do the leafy wreathy and you turn yourself around. That's so pretty. I think I'm going to need some lighter green in here just to, just because. No reason. No reason, just because. You do the leafy wreathy. That's what it's all about. Pretty, right? Am I right? Now that ugly brown big blob of a wreath became something really pretty with some extra green, because there's nothing better than green. Am I right? These are Karen markers. If you want to buy them, please buy them from a small mom and pop store. My friend's store is called It's All About the Scrapbook, and they would be over the moon if you bought them from them. So go to it'sallaboutthescrapbook.com. You could probably even call them if you wanted to. They're very nice. They will help you out. Let's try this blush again. Let's see what happens. Oh, kind of works. Not so much in the yellow, but we're going to put darker pink in the middle, so it won't matter so much. But we're getting some little rosy buds in our grapevine wreath. I started following this page on Facebook called Roadside Attractions. And I have found the funniest stuff that we get to go see on our trip to Kansas. There's some funny roadside attractions, I gotta tell you what. Karen brush markers, best also for large brush lettering. Yeah, if you like brush lettering. I'm not much of a fan. And they stay really wet because my dots that are going in the middle here are bleeding into the blush pink, which is okay because they stay really wet for a long period of time. And hopefully, yeah, they didn't soak through on this lovely watercolor card by Strathmore. But they're pretty, right? Do you like the Karen markers over Tombow? 100%. The only difference between these and Tombow would be, when I find my Tombow, I can show you. If you like the Tombow, the good part about the Tombow is, aside from the brush side, they have a fine line marker side. You know? So, whatever. Whatever works for you. I'm going to put in some little sparkly green leaves on our buds. Just dots, kind of. Oh, that one's missing a center. We can't have a bud without a center. Oh, you got to check out roadtrippers.com. Lots of fun places along the way. Thanks, Rebecca. We haven't decided which way we're going, but in my mind, I want to go up and over through Idaho to Montana and Wyoming. And one year, I took my husband, we went with the kids when they were little to see Custer's Battlefield, the little bighorn. I guess they don't call it Custard's Battlefield anymore because he lost and luckily the natives won, but that's a different part of history that we didn't learn. Anyway, we got up there to like Cody, Wyoming or past Cody, Wyoming. And there was the biggest snowstorm in the middle of September that they ever had. So we couldn't go to Cody's Battlefield or whatever you call it, Little Bighorn. So, and then in South Dakota, there's a statue that I really want to see that's a Sioux woman. If anybody knows about that, it's amazing. Carolee said, "Hi, Carolee. Hi, Christy." Christy says, "Karen are really deliciously juicy. I love that you can see how much ink is left." Yeah, see, in the pen itself, there's ink inside. But Christy, there's a new one coming out where you can add ink to it. Where's my pencil? Here it is. I can't remember our prompt, which is, we did this one. So today we're doing Hopeful Beauty Blooms. Everything's really wet. That is very shaky. Oh well. What can you do? I mean, it's a shaky day. Maybe when I put pen to paper, it won't be so shaky. But it's shaky today. It's funny when I draw with a paintbrush, not so shaky. It's pretty though, right? Try to get less shaky. Play with a white pen for a minute. Man, do I love how those Karen pens did in the when I painted with them. They're so pretty. So pretty. I love the white inside this dark green too. Just to lighten it up a little bit. Give it a little lift. Pretty. Okay. Well, I've futzed around enough. I think I need to just try and do this lettering and then decide if I want to color the center in or not. You guys could tell me. I think I'm going to be best off with a really thick pen today because shaking and baking. Ready? Breathe. Much less shaky. I got to bring my paper down. Much less shaky. Not too shabby. What pages are you following? Road trippers or something. Roadside attractions, I think, here on Facebook. That's where I found most of them. In the middle of Montana, there's a Bob's Big Boy statue out in the middle of a field. That made me laugh so hard. I'm like, there's no Bob's Big Boy restaurant. But somebody stole a Bob's Big Boy statue and put it in a field. That is how you spell beauty, right? Oh boy. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but I can fix it. It was a little too far down. So we'll put a flower up here. When you have too much space, top, bottom, left, right, just add a little doodle. Add a little doodle. Woohoo. There we go. Let's erase. Thank you, Terry. But you know how you have something in your head and it just isn't what's in your head? That's where I'm at. But I appreciate that. Hopefully nothing smears because I got to erase. All right, so I want that to be yellow. So what do we do with our background? Do we paint it in? Do we leave it like it is? I just don't know. But I got to get a move on, so I got to figure it out. Sandy says, when I was in high school, some of the senior boys actually stole the Bob's Big Boy statue and put it in our school. Was that in Los Angeles, Sandy? Crazy boys. Looking for a rag. I don't know if I want to paint the background. What do you guys think? Paint the background? What's the name of your dot pens you like? Jewel wants to know. I can't remember. They're called Clean Color Dots. Clean Color Dot. I need more colors of those too. Can't ever have too little colors. You got to buy lots. You know? I just really messed that up. There we go. Fixed. So I don't know. I don't think I want to do anything to the background. I just think I want some maybe greens in the centers of some of these letters. I don't know what other color. Add dots to the center. Good idea, Stace. Thank you. I've been loving filling in these letters that don't normally get filled in. I kind of like it. Like, let's do the H in a darker green. I just think that's really pretty. And this U. I don't know why, but I like it. I need a pink. Where's my pinks? Oh dear. Right here. Oh, I do have a pink dot pen, so that could work. That's pretty. All right, let's go for the dots. And then we might need to add white, and then we might need to call it a day. Because I have this really light pink dot pen. Pretty good. Good choice. It's light enough that it doesn't really, it's not too obtrusive. Can you see them? Barely. They're pretty. So that's what that dot pen does. Puts big dots on stuff. And I think white in the middle. I don't know why, but lighten it up just a little bit. Then we got to dry our letters and add dots to the center of those because I've been doing lots of dots in my letters lately. And I think we'll put some dots in our wreath just to kind of soften it up a bit. Yep. I like the bold background and the softer look of the wreath. And I think I'm even going to go through and put a dot inside the pink posies because they're very bright. And that softens those guys up. Everybody needs a little softness today. Got everybody over there. Okay, very pretty. Let's dry the lettering. Terry says our wrestling team got caught at Mustang Ranch with the coach in the Truckee High School vehicle. What? What on earth were they doing there? I can't even imagine. Thank you, Sandy. All I have in my brain are greeting cards, so thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's the plan. Some of these may turn into greeting cards. This would make a great greeting card. Well, plus I'm using greeting card paper, so it makes it look like a greeting card. I am loving putting dots in my letters. I gotta put lines. Lines and dots, lines and dots. I love that light pink. So pretty. Okay. I think we are good to go. Let's just check this side. It got kind of dirty. I don't want it to be dirty. So let's take the eraser and get rid of some of the dirt that it picked up off of my table. Right there. Okay, so now we have that. Let's bring the camera up. Oh, wait. We have the back side, the inside, the front side. Let's put this all away. Not taking all this stuff with me. Just watercolors and pencils. I got something there. Okay, so this goes in here like this. And I think if we leave this side out, it looks prettier than if we leave the other side out. But it doesn't matter. So that's our card for today. That's it. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, I think. No, I know I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. And our prompt is, I don't remember already. Arise, rebirth, and renew. And yeah, I'm thinking of sunshine. I'm not sure yet, though, but that's what I'm thinking. And where are we in our book? We finished this part. So we are over here, I think. We're right here on this card. A little tiny card. Why won't it come out? Well, anyway, I think we're over here. All right, so I'll take a picture of this and share it with you guys, and I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. All right? Have a really great, whatever it is. What day is it? Thursday? Have a great Thursday. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Love you guys.